Not quite too
Not
late.
too late. Just
It's
a
about
little.
a half hour.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, but that's okay. Everyone.
I want to
here
show
for-
you. Let
for
me.
you.
Can I share my screen with you?
Yeah, okay. I will make you host and share your screen.
I thought we were starting at 7:30.
Maybe our calculation is different. So we thought that 7:30 in Nebraska is 6:30 in Indonesia. So we start earlier.
Well, I talk fast.
Yeah, no problem.
Can I share my? Here we go. Okay, so it's. I promise not to bore you. How's that? Slideshow. Play from start. There we go.
Yeah, so everybody, now the time is fully given to Professor Jeff.
So how many people do we have here with us? Hello, everybody. It's so good to see everybody.
Hello.
Well, now we have.
So I know that we have people from Indonesia. Where else do we have people from?
We also have Philippines counterpart.
Hello, Philippines.
There are
And where
Victorians.
else?
And also Colombian.
Colombia. That's kind of closer to my part of the world.
Yeah.
Hello, Colombia. And
I think that's all for overseas.
how about Algeria? We have Algeria there today.
Yeah, I didn't recognize her.
Good. Welcome to Algeria. Welcome to everybody who might get this on recording sometime. So I'm coming to you from the middle of America. Can you see me? Can you see my face?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So anyway, it's not much. So anyway, I'm coming to you from the middle of America, in the middle of Nebraska, and you've asked me to talk about how do we teach diversity issues in a rural setting, correct?
Yeah. Great.
Well, that's what I've been doing for the last 14 years. I come from the big city of Los Angeles, and I taught for 25 years in the public schools, in elementary schools. And Nebraska hired me when I got my doctorate. They hired me because I had experience in dealing with diversity. Specifically, most of the students that I had were English language learners from Mexico, Guatemala, Salvador, like that. Everybody understanding me?
Yeah.
So, but I wasn't a diverse person. I'm just a plain old white guy. And they really, it's hard. You see, the problem is when you're in a rural setting, in a rural university, your students are mostly going to be in America, are largely going to be white students, not students of color, not students with not that diverse. So, and the faculty is going to be the same way. It's different when you're working in a bigger city. So, but many of our students who want, many of our students who want to be teachers are going to have to be able to be good at dealing with children that are diverse children different than they are. And that's our job as teacher educators, is to prepare them for that. I'm wondering, in Indonesia, is there diversity that you have to deal with? Hello?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
We
following.
are
What kind of diversity?
the kind of diversity is in
Language,
language, remote area,
culture.
Okay,
culture.
right. So you need to be able to prepare your students to deal with multicultural issues as well, correct?
Yes.
So how do we do that? Well, we have to get our teachers to be able to do that. And we can't, it's not like they're going to be able to be immersed in it. We have to kind of bring the experiences to them. And not only, certainly in America, in Europe, maybe in your country, I don't know, there's been a lot of demographic changes. Different cultures coming in, immigration, different languages, an emerging middle class, right? Lots of changes, demographic changes. The children that we teach aren't the same as the ones we taught 50 years ago. This is a YouTube generation, Instagram, right? It's different.
Yeah.
It's different now. So we have to be able to have teachers who have flexibility.
Mhm.
And we also have to be up to offer our students choices so that they can be more successful. Maybe take advantage of different talents. Like, for example, my university students, my assignments are not papers only. They got to make videos, PowerPoints, cartoons, take advantage, because students need to be able to have choices too, and teachers have to be able to model those choices, correct? We have to be flexible for demographic changes. And we have to be able to accept different ideas. In my country, people are very polarized. For example, the vaccine, it's a terrible thing to say, but the vaccine is a political issue in my country. There are other political issues with languages. Maybe your government has issues with regard with multicultural issues that sometimes stir controversy. But we have to be able to share ideas and not get mad at each other. Does that resonate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in your department or in your colleges, like in your department and your grade schools or where you work, not everybody agrees with everybody, but we got to be able to disagree without hating each other.
Mhm.
Right? And we have to teach our we have to teach our teachers, our pre-service teachers, to model those behaviors.
Mm.
Turn off your mics, somebody. Okay. And we have to celebrate the diversity of the various populations in our school. Like we have to, for example, in America, we had Black History Month, but that didn't work because it was just we want to infuse multicultural throughout the year, throughout the curriculum, not have it stand alone. These are, and you might want to apply this to your whatever issues you have in your schools. Maybe you have a smaller group of children that speak a different language and have them be more involved throughout the year, not just on one holiday. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay, so we also need to teach collaboration. Oops, sorry, I've lost something here. I want to get rid of the chat. Okay, so collaboration isn't something that we're born, working on committees at a university, working on grade level teams in a school. Collaboration is not easy. We have to teach our teachers how to teach collaboration, how to do group work, for example, collaboration. And what we're doing right now is collaboration. Here I am sitting in the middle of a cornfield, thousands of miles away, collaborating with Indonesia. That's exciting. And governments may have problems with each other, but people don't. People need to transcend their issues and, like I said, like the picture shows, come together. You have to appreciate diversity. It's not something that you tolerate, it's something that you like. It's less boring if everybody is the same. When everybody's this, you know what I'm trying to say? Does that make
Yes,
sense?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't just have a one day for diversity. We infuse it across the curriculum. I don't know that is bullying an issue in Indonesian schools? Do we have bullying as a problem sometimes?
Yeah, much.
Well, perhaps some of the bullying is due to different diverse groups regarding disability, regarding ethnicity. I don't know, regarding different sex. So that helps with that problem as well. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good. But see, here's the problem. How do we teach diversity issues when we all look alike? Well, what do we do? This is my Bitmoji. You guys know Bitmoji?
Emoji.
Bitmoji. This is Dr. K. I'm Dr. K. This is my Bitmoji. Okay. All right. So I use I use case studies. I have my students. Okay. So because of the fact that many of my students are young teachers, they don't have a lot of experience, I give them scenarios where they got a problem solve. For example, Johnny is a third grader reading at kindergarten level, and Johnny has this parent situation. What can we do for Johnny? And they got to read these cases and talk about, well, Johnny's strengths are this and this and this, but Johnny's not very good at math, or Johnny's not very good with people, but they got to make solutions. What can we do for Johnny? So I try to, even though they may not have kids who have those kind of problems in their experience, I give them case studies, and they have, and when they answer certain questions, I give them feedback, and they have to reply back to me on discussion threads. So these are some of the sources that I use. And also I have them make up case studies. Susan is a child who came to America in the 4th grade. She doesn't speak a word of English, but Susan is not disabled. What can we do for Susan? Examples, brainstorming, things like that. Does that make sense? You got to teach people problem solving. Because when they get into school and they get, like if they're in elementary school, they're gonna have to sit down together and figure out how are they gonna help this child. And in some countries, special education, like in my country, is strong. Okay. But in other countries, it's up to these people sitting at a table in a school making decisions, trying to help a child. And pre-service teachers need to have that experience, practice doing that, like in group work in your classes or on online group work. You know, another really good way to get experience with diversity is called service learning or volunteering. I strongly encourage you to get your not only your college students involved in volunteering in the community, but your grade level students as well, your grade school students as well, because that's one way to bring diverse groups together. And keep in mind that even in a pandemic, there's no excuse for not being able to get together to collaborate. I think we let, you know, sometimes we can do a lot virtually. Personally, my organization, Dr. K's organization, has organized 3 symposiums all over Asia. And now, when we're done with the COVID, hopefully soon, we need to continue to be able to collaborate this way as well. It's, you know, because we can't fly back and forth from Indonesia to Nebraska, or I'm moving to Oregon, but we can always be together using the technologies that are available to us now. And also Facebook and YouTube. There's so much that is, you know, our students need, you know, a lot of times our teachers are in the entertainment business because students today are not going to listen to a 50-minute lecture. Another way to teach diversity in elementary schools, in teacher ed, is to use good literature by diverse groups. And there's so much out there. I'll give you an example. You know, I have never been to North Korea, but I've read 5 books about life there. I didn't grow up in rural China, but I've read many books about life in rural China. And there's no reason, I mean, when I travel, I try to learn about the culture. I went to Morocco and read about Moroccan culture. So a lot, you know, a really good way to not only learn about diversity and to appreciate diversity is through good books, good literature, and differentiated instruction. If you're a K-12 teacher, you can't, let's say you're a 5th grade teacher. I know in my country, in a 5th grade classroom, you got 1st grade readers and you got 10th grade readers. And you cannot teach everybody using the same materials. And if your schools are doing that, you're not helping the diverse levels of your students. You can't teach everybody the same way. The article you asked about was this one. It was 9 years ago that a colleague of mine wrote, how are we teaching diversity issues in our school. And one of the things that we found out that was interesting was all our students came from farms in Nebraska. White kids, you know, middle class. And they didn't know any Black people. They didn't know Hispanic people. They didn't know Asian people. They didn't know poor people. They didn't know gay people. They did not have any animosity toward different people. They just didn't know them. And sometimes, and you can draw parallels to your population and the students that your students don't know well. And we can all learn from each other, diverse groups. But it's not like we don't like each other, we just don't know each other. That was what the research showed. So, in conclusion, you know, I just, diversity is not going to be a one-day thing. It's something that's going to be infused across your curriculum. It's got to be something that you model appreciation for so that your students appreciate it. And it makes the world a better place, is what it does. And I want to encourage you to continue like practices like Zoom sessions. And in your elementary schools, you know, there's no reason, or in your schools, that you can't have pen pals across the world, email pals across the world, Facebook pals, depending on where you are, whatever social media that you use. That's really what brings people together. So I want to invite you to join my website so we can keep in touch. And that's me right there. And please do that. And now we can talk. What questions you might have. I hope I've been of help.
Yeah.
Is everybody asleep?
No, no, we are still here.
So let's
They
talk.
are,
Talk to me.
they
Tell
are
me what you
amazed on your presentation, Professor Jeff.
what?
They are amazed on
You
your.
are amazed? Why are you amazed?
Okay, everyone, please, if you have something in your mind, question or something to say to Professor Jeff, please.
Oops,
Maybe
I'm
you
not
want-
sharing.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop my share there. Okay. So let me ask the first question. So what diverse issues do you have? To deal with?
Sometimes, Nisa. Yeah, my name is Fatih from
Hi,
UPI
Fatih. Nice to
Serang.
see you again.
Yes, nice to see you again, Prof. Jeff. Sometimes in my class, I have difficulties if my students come from different what is that? Different character style of learning. Yeah.
So
It's,
what grade do you teach?
I teach for these 2 years because of the pandemic. I have 3 children at my home, and my neighbor is also send their children to my house.
Wow.
At
So
the
you know, if you go, there's a worksheet you can get for all the different grade levels.
yeah, 1 for 7th grade and
Yeah.
2 for 4th grade.
Right.
But
the
the
7th grader might be like a 9th grader, and the 4th grader might be like a 6th grader.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I have learning hard. It's
It's
quite
like,
very
that's
hard
what
for me.
special ed is. That's what special education, that's what we did in special education.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had
Maybe.
individual instruction.
Yeah. Maybe you have some suggestion or advice. What should I do when I have to get together the three kids in one?
They
in
should be
one
doing,
class?
they should be doing their own thing, and you kind of like watching over them.
Oh yeah, I see.
So their own level, different things, but you kind of like hovering over them.
Yeah.
Do they,
Yeah.
you know, and when they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you encourage them or you
Mm-hmm.
punish or whatever, depending on who they are and what motivates them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But they love technology. Kids love technology, huh? So they can make cartoons, technology. They can make the right, and they have more than one language.
No,
They
in
speak
one.
English, and Indonesian.
Yeah, in Indonesian.
And English.
No.
No. Well, that's another good thing. They need more than one language, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? I hear a little kid somewhere.
Sorry for disturbing you, Professor Jeff. Hello.
What?
Could you put me back as the host so that I can help some people here?
How do I do that?
Please find my name and then click
Okay, wait a second.
more.
Okay, wait a second. I'm looking at participants.
Yeah. Muhammad Hanif.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I'm the host. Oh no. Okay, I need to make you the host. I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Make host. Change host.
Great. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're the host. You're the host.
There are a lot of participants kicked out automatically due to the internet connection. So I have to help some of you. So maybe Prof. Jeff, one question from me. Yeah, especially for this situation, our pandemic situation. Now everything's online, so we can see or hear what our students really need in their situation, especially conducting the same way of learning, delivering our materials online, give the same activity, and so on. So we didn't touch more about how their diversity will benefit to their learning. How can we cope with this trouble?
Online?
Yeah.
Online?
Yeah, online learning.
Okay. Well, I've been teaching online for 5 years. I don't teach face-to-face. So nothing changed for me. My students, they can get on, they can take the class anytime during the day or night because our classes are made in advance and they have discussion threads. They got to type answers to, or they can make a video answer. And they have a paper they might have assigned. But maybe they'll, instead of a paper, I'll give them to make a video or a PowerPoint. It's up to them. I give them choices. And what I try to do is make the work kind of equally divided 1 week to the week like that.
Mhm.
So, but those are, and we never lecture maybe more than 5-minute videos. And a lot of it is just keeping them encouraged. Online, most of the work is done before the class starts, not every day like you do at a face-to-face.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's kind of different that way. We wouldn't have a job if we didn't do it online. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, mostly.
I got another one here. It says, one diversity issue in the Philippines is the difference in socioeconomic status of students. How should teachers deal with students who have different motivational level because of their socioeconomic? Well, we have to meet them where they are. Make sure you're teaching them at the appropriate level. But some of the poor students are going to become doctors and engineers. And some of your rich students are going to be bums. You never know. Right? So we can't assume that. And I'm sure just like in Thailand, just like in many parts of Asia, the Philippines has an increasing middle class. That's how they become middle class, right? That's how it works. It's actually through education. And junior colleges are very important, 2-year colleges, because sometimes when you're 40 years old, you need to get a new career. We don't. It's very different now in America, at least. You don't stay in the same job for 45 years. So you got to be ready to go back to school to learn something new, or it's going to leave you behind. Online is a great way to get new skills. Online is a great way and it's also, how would you ever have met me? Right? From Nebraska, if it wasn't for online. Also, hey.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw somebody raising her hand. Tisha and Sison from Philippines. Is that you?
Yeah,
I
that's what
already
you
asked
just.
my question.
Oh yeah, already.
That was. Where is Trisha?
Please say something, Tisha.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you, Trisha.
Hi. Nice to meet you too.
Anybody else want to talk to me, or is it time for, or shall I go to breakfast? It's time. It's almost time for some of you guys to either go home or go to bed, huh?
Yeah. And you go to breakfast.
It's a small world. Very small world.
Yeah, Nebraska and Indonesia is very close now.
But someday I'm going to be there.
Okay,
Hopefully.
I hope so.
I have never had Indonesian food, so I'm ready.
Mm.
Now we
You
have
guys have good. You guys have good soup.
Yeah.
You have good soup. I love good soup. All over the world. Anything okay, guys? So shall I say goodbye?
Anyone else want to ask question or say something to Professor Jeff?
Hello.
Yeah, Sahat Samosir.
Yes. Hi, Professor.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. My name is Sahat. I am Indonesian, but now I am in Taiwan to do my study. So basically, I am a teacher. I like to teach students for young learners. And tonight, I think we are so lucky to have you, Professor, because we will learn a lot of things about teaching English, especially for young learners. And in this opportunity, I want to ask questions, Professor. It is about, we know that children, they have a huge problem, especially about bullying. And then we cannot close our eyes. That happens in every schools right now. Yeah. So when you talk about case study before, it has come to my mind, Professor, how do we overcome about this kind of issue? As a teacher, our job is not about teaching the students in the classroom, but also we have to care about their feeling, about their problems.
You look up second, it's called second step. I'm writing it down right here. They have like social skills program, teaching program. Try that. There's something, and they have stories for kids. How old are these kids?
This is my experience in the past, Professor. So when I was in Indonesia, I was a volunteer
Right, but
teaching.
how old? Grade school, little kid?
In elementary school, grade
Yeah,
1.
yeah, this is a good program for that.
Yes.
Check that out. I hope that helps. I see somebody says, how should teachers address threats from the use of technology? What kind of threats? Oh,
Hello?
bullying. That's bullying too. Cyberbullying, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of cyber.
That's why you have to monitor your website to make sure that that's not happening, or your whatever you interact on, and get rid of those people.
Does it answer your question, Mr. Sahar? Or you want to say another things to Professor Jeff?
Your school needs to develop a anti-bullying policy. Every school has to have their own. And one of my assignments for my class is to write about their school's policy, and is it good or bad, and what could make it better.
Yes, Professor. Another one I want to ask you. We know right now students use technology for online classes, and then as a teacher, we cannot control everything. How they use the language that can hurt other students as well. So,
well, they have, they have parents too, right? I mean, you do the best you can, and you model that behavior, and the good people do the right things. I don't know. I'm not sure I really can answer that question. It's on my discussion threads, I stay away from controversial things too. Nebraska is very conservative, so I try to be careful as far as that goes. It's different with my friends. But this helps, all the collaboration that we do helps, and if you notice, with commercials and things like that, the world is getting more inclusive, right? Don't you think?
yes, yeah, collaboration is very important to create in the classroom. So the students may have more things to do in a positive way for the learning process.
And
I agree
plus,
with
you
you.
could get a kid. You can have a good kid be like a special friend to a kid, a buddy like that. You can, work that kind of dynamics as a teacher. Okay, I got somebody said, I think collaboration would really be the key to let the students appreciate diversity. I love when Professor mentioned that it's not like we hate each other, we just don't know each other. Oh, cool, thank you. And literature would really be good avenue to expose. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for, yes. Okay.
Okay, anyone else wants to say something?
Maybe Victoria want to deliver the question to the professor?
Hello. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
you can explain your question.
So about my question, how should teachers, where is it? How should teachers address threats? I mean like when students use technology, they don't have, and when they don't have enough assistance about using it. So
You
How
mean they don't
should
have access to technology?
they have, but it's in the negative side of technology. How
Oh.
should teachers?
Well, just they have filters you could put on there, right? Like daddy, net daddy, things like that. You mean so they don't go to bad sites?
I think I get your point earlier, your answer. So I
Yeah,
think I get it.
yeah. Okay.
But
Well, I'm not a parent. I have 5 dogs, and I don't have that problem.
Yeah. So you don't have children, Professor?
No,
Okay.
but my dogs are my children,
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
and they're very lucky dogs.
Yeah, very lucky, of course.
Okay,
Okay.
everybody, it's good to see you. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
have one more participants raise the hand, Professor.
This is
Okay,
just a quick,
hi,
Yeah.
Joanna.
Joanna.
quick question. Yes, I'm Joanna Joy
Yeah.
from the Philippines. I saw your paper earlier. I want to read it. Where can I access can I access your paper to read it about the paper that you shared earlier? Can we read it on some website, or can you share it with us?
I can send you a copy of it. Hamid, I can put out in an email. I can send you a copy of. I thought everybody had that. Okay, let me see if I can find it here. I have it somewhere. Just send me an email, or no, just. Do you have my emails, everybody?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Let me write it down. Hang on.
You can put.
Okay, hang on. Let me figure.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong window. I've lost my window. Okay, let me write it here. Okay, that's my email. All right. So
Okay,
send me an email.
thank
I'll
you.
send it to you. No problem. Joanna.
Mhm.
All right.
Joanna.
Joanna.
Thank
Joanna,
you, Professor.
where are you? In the Philippines.
Yes, I'm from Philippine Normal University.
Are you in the Philippines right now?
Yes, I am in the Philippines right now. My
I have never
university
been to the
is.
Philippines.
Oh, maybe you should
Maybe
come when
someday.
everything's safe.
Maybe someday. I've been to Thailand like 30 times.
Oh.
Well, the environment is pretty much the same, but there are still different things that you should
Is it
try
hot there
here.
right now?
Yes, a little bit, but it's raining for some time, so
It
it's not
rains
that
every
bad.
day, right? A little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are supposed to end of this section, Professor Jeff. So please, everyone, give a big applause and appreciate to your time for Professor Jeff. And I think it's good to close this section with photographs. Okay, everybody.
Let me say what. Can I say one thing before we go?
Yeah. Okay, please.
Okay. This is when you're teaching students. I gave you a PowerPoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't give you a lot of words. I gave you pictures.
Point.
Don't read when you do a PowerPoint. Don't read to your students. Talk to them.
Yeah.
That's what I try to model today. All right.
Yes.
Maybe we can get everybody in the same window for a picture.
Mhm.
How do we do that? Gallery. Oh, gallery. There we go. And I want to get rid of the participant like that. Wait, get rid of that. Oh, wow. So what are we doing? This is really great.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, Professor Jeff, for your time, and we do apologize for disturbing you very
Oh,
early.
no. I had a good time. Keep in touch, okay?
Yeah, great. Thank you, Professor Jeff.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thank
Keep
you.
in touch.
Bye.
Join my website.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
Okay.
All
We'll
right.
share.
Great. Goodbye, everybody. So good to see you all.
Thank
See
you,
you.
Jeff. Yeah, everyone. So, could you still hear my voice?
Yes, Pak Hanif.
Okay, great. After a long waiting for Professor Jeff, and I think it's paid off. Yeah, very amazing materials from Professor Jeff, and it will be something to our insight starting from right now. Ideas of how treat the diversity in our students. So thank you everyone for coming for this first section. It has been 8 p.m. in Indonesian time, and I believe that all of you have take rest and get your dinner quite late while waiting for Professor Jeff. So again, thank you, and we do big apologize for today's trouble. Yeah. So, and don't forget, I remind you that tomorrow we will have Mr. Tatang Suratno for the second days of our agenda at 1 p.m. So it's not quite a good time. So 1 p.m. is a good time for learning, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Joanna, you still raise your hand? Anyone want to say something? Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Great to see you again tomorrow, everybody, and goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Oh yeah, don't
thank
forget
you.
to fulfill the presence list. Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget the presence list.
Mr. Hanif, actually,
Thank
I have a
you.
question, clarification.
Yeah.
The admission form,
Mhm.
I did not hear it clearly earlier. We can send it until
At the end of
before the
program.
program ends.
Yeah.
Until the
This
end of the
whole
program.
week. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Goodbye,
Yeah.
everyone. See you
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Joanna. Thank you, Ibu Dia. Thank you, Pak Sahat. Ya, thank you, Pak Jakaria. Julie.
Thank you, Ibu Pati. Assalamualaikum.
Ya, Waalaikumsalam. I hope everybody will turn on the camera for tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, having trouble with connection for several times.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Yeah, yeah.